I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 23. Bitch. There goes the mic. It's destroyed. Volume level off the charts.
Oh, that's great.
Feeling 23 would be pretty good right now.
Yeah, right? Oh my
wish.
god.
Yeah, well, actually, technically your birthday hasn't happened yet, but
No,
yeah.
but it has.
yeah.
Loathing it, though.
We threw a
Your
surprise
party
party.
happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you were involved in the fucking organization of the surprise party.
I didn't know either, dude.
I actually wasn't.
He says we.
I was told about it.
I didn't do nothing.
I almost spoiled it because you saw my calendar and it literally
I
said
see it.
surprise party on like
Ryan's
one of the days.
awesome wife put in a great effort to have a surprise party, and I was in shambles because it ended up lining up on a day I couldn't go. And she reached out to me, and I felt honored, and
We missed you.
I did miss it.
It was a bash, dude.
It looked
Yeah.
fire.
How did you feel about the actual surprise?
It was like the weirdest feeling.
How did
like,
she do it? Like, what was she like? We
Okay,
just need to
so-
go to Lakeville to get a fucking.
Yeah, so someone she knows like wedding shower was gonna be at the place where she had it, and she said we were going out to like a brewery that we both wanted to try. So I was like, okay, cool. She's like, we just gotta stop at the fucking Eagles so I can pay a deposit real quick, and I was like, oh okay. And then we pulled in, and I was like, can you just run in? And she parked like shit too, which made me think like, oh yeah, we're just gonna be in and out.
Right,
Just
right.
Fucking, like, there's
She didn't
not
care.
even any spot. Like,
That's
what
just
are
how
you
she
doing?
parks.
Yeah, we just parked like a. So I'm like, you gotta fix this. So we go in. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's gonna be in and out. And then I was like, why is there so many fucking people I know here? I like was so like just out of it. I had no idea. And then I was like, oh fuck, and everyone's like, yeah. Like, it was so overwhelming. I was like super like just caught off guard and surprised.
I'm glad.
But it ended up being like that. And like once that initial like reaction, like I adjusted, and that was like the best night. It was so fun.
Fuck yeah!
I
I've never
can't-
been like big surprised like that.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty
rare.
wild. I never.
I think
you
the
know-
biggest surprise is my like parents getting divorced or something. I'm just kidding. It wasn't even a surprise.
You come in from home, they're
That
like,
was just a
"Hey,
little-
divorce!"
Yeah, a little dark joke. Sorry.
I know.
No, that's awesome. That I love that you're just like so weren't even putting it together. You're like, dude, so many people here.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, she really got my ass.
What's great too is like, we didn't know exactly when you were showing up. We kind of, as we were all standing there, we're like, how are we gonna know? Like the lights were all on. There was no like hiding in the dark.
Yeah.
Ryan just walks in. I just hear one person go, "Hey!" and then everyone just goes, "Hey!" Like, we're here. It was great.
And Ryan's like, why are you here?
I like stood in a corner for like 15 minutes, and I was like, I just hope
Computing.
No one comes up and talks to me for like a minute.
It would be horrible
I
if
should
like
chill.
somebody sets you up to like do something nice for you, but like
Yeah.
right before you get out of the car, like, babe, I really gotta take a shit. She's like, oh well.
There's a
Sorry,
bathroom
we're-
inside.
Yeah, we're not on our way home actually.
Right?
Fuck.
There was like a situation with work where I was having a hard time like finding like coverage because like Rachel told me I needed to be like done by a certain time, and I'm like, that's weird. It seems like I could just meet you there.
Right.
She's like, no, you can't meet me there. I was like, okay, but still didn't really think of anything of it.
I'm glad.
No, like cars in the parking lot were like, hey, isn't that?
No, I saw somebody that was walking in. I'm like, oh, that guy looks like my uncle.
Yeah.
Still didn't think it was him, dude. It was insane.
Oh my god.
So wicked appreciative of that and everyone that came out. Just like I was thinking to myself, I was like, it's been long overdue since we all just got together and like kicked it, had a couple cocktails. So.
Yeah, we had some friends that we hadn't seen in years come by.
Yeah, it was
That was
sick.
dope.
A bunch of fam came out, had some fucking tacos and shit.
Dude,
And then
who-
we,
Who made the tacos?
apparently my dad, dude.
Because I heard he took credit for it, and then someone was like, "Nah, Wanda made it, or someone else made it," and then we couldn't figure out if he
Oh.
just took the credit for it or it was someone else.
Were
don't
they
know.
shrimp tacos? Didn't you make a
Or-
snap about it?
Nah, that was some place down the street. And I could talk about those tacos all day. Those are
Oh,
amazing.
okay, hell yeah.
But
This is a taco heavy
Taco
episode.
day, bro.
It's not a Tuesday, but we talking
Let's talk
tacos.
about it.
no, I'm glad you had a good birthday
Yeah.
party, and you said you were there till like
Yeah,
what,
we
1,
closed
2
her down, baby.
karaoke.
Fuck yeah.
Not exactly a city, so it's a one. It was like a 12:30 last call. But dude, for being like, I don't go out anymore. I barely even drink anymore.
Right.
So the fact that I made it to like close and was like just shamelessly like bombing at karaoke. Like
Nah, what did you do
with-
with John?
I didn't do shit with John. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I went up because I was like, if I'm gonna be like peer pressuring other people into signing up, I'll do it too.
Right.
make it, you know, fair.
Mhm.
So I went up. There was like not a lot of people down there, and I was like, okay, cool, that's out of the way.
Perfect.
And then just like John just fucking killed it, dude.
As
Pulled up the
always.
signature drops to Jupiter.
Yeah, has it.
Absolutely slaughtered. It was so good. And then, yeah, it was just karaoke like a dive bar. It was just like a vibe.
John is such a vibe, dude.
Dude, he really is.
I love that,
He's
man.
the vibe king.
I miss John, dude. We need him on Elevated Times Pod, dude. But yeah, his karaoke your snap that you posted, I was just like crying laughing. John just like taps on his shoulder, like sneak by him, and just like following after him. Sean's like, no, not me.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, it was a
Bro
good time.
hammed it up. It was so good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he always kills it.
And then did a duet with his mom.
Oh yeah. What did they do? What
We
was
got
it?
an encore?
Yeah, dude. The karaoke. The guy was like, "Yeah, run it back."
No shit.
Yeah, dude. He
Did
like
they just do karaoke there, or like did Rachel set that up?
No, it was just like the member. There was like, okay, if we didn't go down there, there would have been karaoke for like 5 people.
Yeah, no shit.
There was just like a handful of people down there, and then like 20 of us came down and like really livened it up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They were
We talked about doing that as like a project, like just
It's a good exercise.
Waving out, yeah,
to
like-
get over like any social anxiety, or like just like you're singing in front of strangers. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
weird. So.
Well, I just meant the aspect of like just bringing like a big group of people and just
Oh,
like
yeah.
livening up a spot.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Just bringing like a flash mob.
That guy's like, huh,
vibes.
it's gonna be a slow night. All of a sudden, just like, damn, actually, bad people shuffling in here. Yeah,
50 would
like,
be crazy.
yeah. I don't even know 50 people that like me.
I'd like enough to invite to something like that.
Yeah.
That one. But no, I'm glad. I'm glad you had a good birthday
Thanks,
birthday
dog.
party.
Oh,
So
yeah.
turning 30 in like 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
About yeah,
Couple
just about,
weeks,
yeah. I'm glad you
I
had
don't know
it.
when this comes out.
True. But no, it was a good time, and I'm glad we did it. Like you said, it's been a while since we got like all of us together.
Yeah,
and
been a minute.
it was dope.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I didn't make it.
It's all good, dude.
I was like really sad.
Life happens, brother. We get
Yeah,
it.
I had a little party for my son turning 2. So
Yeah.
I saw the like the decor, dude. That shit was sick.
yeah, Katie goes ham with the fucking
Love that
shit
thing.
like that. Yeah, he had a fire party. He's such a funny little bastard because like my first kid was just very different at that age. We brought him to Build-A-Bear and like they do like this. You pay how old they are, so you pay like $2 for a birthday bear,
Oh,
which
that's
is
cool.
dope. So you
Yeah.
can buy like a shirt for like another fucking $9 because they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know, there's like a little pedal to step on to pump like the fluff in and shit. And, like the young girl who worked there was like cute with them. Like my oldest, when he did it, he like didn't want to do anything. He's like, just give me the bear.
Right.
Like I don't want to step on anything.
Come on, lady.
But yeah, T Dog was over there like he was like, oh, is that? And they're like, yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
That's sick.
Hell
Did he
yeah.
get to hold the heart and put that all
Yeah,
around?
rubbed it. And,
Was
like,
there a scent? Did you include a scent?
No,
Okay.
I didn't know they did that, but
No, they do.
I think they might have disclosed the sense of
Fair.
cancer-causing fumes.
True. Oh,
No,
God.
I don't even know. I did say that though when I walked in because the place has not fucking changed at all. And I'm like, their business like lost the word.
Model?
They're just still in, their business model. Like they're just still in business and like I don't know if they're thriving, but they're still around. Like COVID didn't kick their ass or nothing.
Yeah.
There's
People
always
needed
gonna be
bears more than
toppers.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They got like kind of genius, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like
Come build your own bear.
imagine though, like you pay like your age, like I go $30.
Yeah. It's the same bear like a 2-year-old can get for $2. Hilarious.
You can get a little like
That's
safe
actually
to put behind its head.
diabolical. That's so bad.
Honestly,
I
how
want to
is
get
it
my
not-
birthday bear. How old are you? Like 46. Like, $46, sir.
Don't forget the $10
That kid just paid
t-shirt.
too. No, I'm getting loud. Sorry.
Yeah, watch out for that.
I know.
No, you good.
Fuck yeah! I'm glad you had a great time, dude.
Thanks, dude.
You're still not carried over to the dark side yet, though.
Yeah.
Remaining,
You can enjoy your youth.
yeah,
Few more
young and
weeks.
youthful,
Clinging
like
on
Mr.
to
fucking silent 30-year-old Bob over there.
Yeah, yeah. Young Silent Bob here.
Yeah, not so young these days.
Yeah, it's
I
It's
still
fate.
feel young, dude.
yeah,
I
it's
do
all
too.
mindset.
It
That's what
is
they say.
mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm like fucking a child.
Yeah.
We see it.
It felt that way when I had to take my final test from high school. Dude. I was like, this kid jumped up in like fucking 10 minutes, 50 questions, multiple choice.
Oh, yeah.
Got a 98. Like overheard the teacher say that. I was like, God damn.
Damn. So he like finished fast, and then the teacher right in front of everyone was like, "Man, that's an A plus. Good job."
Well, you're just like in a small class, but you're just like, you got a 98. And it's quiet. Everyone's taking a test. I was like, you dog. You've been acting dumb for the last 4 weeks. You were fucking me up, dude.
Taking
He,
those
like,
mental
I had a
notes.
project with him. He was like, don't ask me, I don't know. I was like, I really could have used you to know back then.
Right.
Whatever. Too funny. Yeah, everyone just has different minds, you know?
Yeah.
There's something to that like sense of when you see everybody else finishing faster and you're like, what the fuck? And you get that, it starts to build on you
Oh,
more and
yeah.
add more pressure.
Definitely
Fuck
all,
that.
like, the dumb fucks were
And then
there.
there was me that just didn't care because I knew I was gonna fucking bomb anyways.
All
They won't
C's.
let you
Whatever.
fail. Like, you have to fucking
Oh, it's
get
like
a bare
that
minimum.
test, like,
yeah.
oh,
It's like the
shit.
final
Yeah,
test.
that's some pressure.
They
there.
give you 2.5 hours to do it. It's only 50 questions, but it's a lot of math.
I got to
Oh,
take
yeah.
my finals from home in senior year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucking had a
That's
like stupid ass longboarding accident and was like fucking stapled back together.
Oh my
And they just sent it was finals week and they just sent it all to my house in a packet. Or I think my mom maybe had to go get it, but I was like I fucking just Googled like every answer.
Right.
It's like, hell
These
yeah,
glasses
baby.
really just changed the whole setting.
Welcome
Fuck yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know. Welcome back to another episode of Elevated Times, baby.
Episode
You know we ain't
23.
stopping. You can't get rid of us. We gotta drop dead for this shit to be over. And even still, we'll be setting up the pod in the graveyard, motherfuckers. I don't even know.
Prop up your casket, I'll be there like,
The ghost cast.
dude.
There's just a bell ringing. We're like, he's still alive.
Next Halloween, we should figure out how to do from a graveyard.
That'd be
The
wild.
graveyard pod.
Dude, that'd be dope. No, it'd be even so aesthetically pleasing though, like us just sitting like with the setup, and then the blue lights coming up behind us. We guys do it, flashlights on us. We're like, oh,
Hey.
we're recording a pod right now. You want to sit down?
That'd be great.
Somebody would have to
Show me
come
your
in, like,
hands.
the fucking Undertaker, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the music hits. Like, we had like a fog machine.
Oh my god.
We'll get real. We'll get the production up.
We actually just build our own graveyard.
Everything's a set. This actually
Yeah.
isn't Sean's apartment. This
Yeah.
is our,
Yeah.
our set.
The
I'm
small
actually
just
homeless.
Falls down. I'm actually homeless.
But do we want to kick up what we watched for this week? Anything we've been catching up on, or stuff that you've been kind of watching?
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
Our buddy Dan, who wasn't our darkest pod yet.
Yeah.
He recommended the show Yellow Jackets, which is about a group of girls who were on a soccer team in high school in the 90s are in a plane crash and their like survival story in the woods. Watched the first season. Really didn't know what I was getting into, and I was a little bit hesitant because it seemed kind of like it had some of those girlier vibes for a TV show, but then it just blew right past that, and it got freaking insane.
Okay.
Highly recommend. I can't wait to start season 2.
Hell yeah. I guess I don't want to be spoiled, but is there a logical jump from season 1 to 2? Because it sounds like it could be a one season story. A bunch of girls just lost in the woods.
It like takes you through it, like it jumps back and forth from present day to like them on the fucking crash site surviving, and you see how it's impacted some of the people who survived. So you already get a sense of like who survived and who didn't,
Right.
And then by the time the build up into season 2, it's like this. It does take a twist in the story. I haven't watched season 2, but I see the direction it's going. It's like this big conspiracy is happening. There's somebody who knows something about what happened out there, and it's like kind of like going after some of the survivors. So it's
Okay.
definitely a weird take, but like I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Especially after like the first episode, and like I was like, where is this going? And then yeah, it just took me. And I
Took a
was
little
like,
bit to warm up for you.
It did, but I was like, now I finally saw what Dan was talking about. Like, damn, this show's wild.
All right.
So yeah, that's my honorable mention.
Fuck yeah.
That's been like lingering on my suggested lately.
Yeah, same.
I definitely got to get around to checking that out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think we were playing Marvel Rivals with Dan, and you hopped on. You're like, "Yo, that show's good." And he's like,
Right.
"Sean, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
watch it." And I'll get to it.
Dan is
I-
a good recommendation source.
He
If
is.
Dan tells you something's gonna be good, it's good.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, that is
He's a
valid.
plug, dude.
And my thing with Dan's suggestions too, they're usually pretty out of pocket too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Feel-
like
Like if you watch Yellow Jacket, like Dan suggested this, like, yeah,
bro's got range.
yeah,
Dude,
he
he-
does.
He
does.
suggested Shrinking, which I just remembered I didn't finish, and that show
Banger.
was fire.
I know. I'm actually glad I still have more of that to watch.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that tonight.
Yeah, that's always the worst when like you want more or something, you can't get it.
Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't wait for
I
it.
feel like
This summer.
everybody's just gonna be over it by the time. Like no one's like, yeah, you waited too long. We don't care.
I
Unless
feel
they
like-
do it just right enough, where one asshole gets through half the season, like, dude, no, worth the wait.
I mean, everybody's gonna watch it, but I just don't think there's like the hype that's around it. If like,
I know
You know
Drake
what I
be
mean?
watching
They have to
that shit.
really kill it. One, they really should do a time skip. Because they left it off with, like, Max is in a coma, everyone's kind of separated again. They could easily do, like, give us, like, 2-3 years. Just so that it makes more sense.
I'm surprised you even remember that she's in a coma, dude. I can't even tell you what happened.
Love story.
I had, like, crazy conspiracy theories. Like, I was, like, started writing shit down. Like, oh, she's dead. Like, she's not coming back.
I remember, I do wonder if, like, the hype, those sort of theories, people aren't going to be coming up with that stuff as much because...
Like no one even, like, remembers what happened, dude.
It was, like, peak TikTok, though, with the last season. It was, like, what was that girl's name? It was, like, something give up. Someone, like, reverted his song.
Chrissy, wake up.
Oh, Chrissy, wake up.
Yo. Oh, that was such a good...
That was, like, peak TikTok era, honestly.
And Running Up That Hill was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. That song, like, recharted, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, that season did have a pretty big impact when you think of it that way, but hopefully this one does.
Yeah.
Because
I hope they
I think every season has grabbed a meme wherever the... Like,
yeah, like, every release I've had out, like, they've had has been, like, you know, just, like, a summer release, dude. Like, especially the season where they go to, like, the... Is that season 2 when they go to, like, the carnival at the town?
I think it's 3.
On the 4th of July.
Brought Katie's little sister to the Rhode Island Comic Con where all of them were besides Millie Bobby Brown.
Really?
And she has a picture with the whole cast.
Dude,
that's sick.
Isn't that crazy?
Hell yeah.
That's a great memory.
Yeah, right? She sells the picture.
That's
And
so
like there
sick.
were like no phones, and I was over there with my phone. Someone literally came out, like, palmed my camera and was like, "Sir, no phones." I was like, "They're fucking children."
Yeah.
Like, what is this, Tom Cruise?
Yeah, you can't be photographing children without their consent, bro.
Ah, man, well, now you make it sound weird.
Yep.
But yeah. I remember Murr was there too.
Murr?
From Practical Jokers.
Oh, really?
It's
Just
like,
Murr?
It was just Murr. What
That's
are you doing?
My wife met Mer.
Really?
Dude, maybe I should put this out there. Maybe we can do like a reconnection of these people.
Yeah, right.
So my wife was at a fucking Jets game, and I think they were in like New York. Yeah, they were at an away game, and they were tailgating. And Mer and Joe drove by in a golf cart, and Rachel's like, "Oh my god, let me get a picture." And another group of girls was like taking a picture with them, and like Rachel took it and was gonna like try to like get their info to send it to him, and they like got separated. So Rachel has a selfie of like these two people that probably like really wish they had the picture. It's just lost media to them, and Rachel just has it. She's just with strangers.
Did she ever get a picture with Murr?
Yeah, it's Rachel plus these like random people.
Oh, no
she
shit.
has no idea who they are.
No shit.
I was like, dude, you should make a TikTok about
Right.
it. But,
Yeah, get on TikTok. Like,
Internet,
I need
do
you to
your
help me
thing.
find these girls.
Yeah.
There's people like, I wonder if anybody would even be like, oh yeah, I guess we just didn't get the picture.
Dude,
Yeah.
OG and Practical.
Devastated.
OG and Practical Jokers is
It
fucking
was so
hilarious.
good, dude. It was literally like the peak of humanity.
Joe's so funny, dude. Like,
What did they
freaking,
say?
I always think of the one where, like, they were like, "Oh, what's all, like, this going on?" And he's like, "Oh, Obama's in town." And then, like, a minute goes by, and she's like, "What's that black thing over there?" And he just grabs his mic. He's like, "It's Obama. It's Obama." For, like, I think it's for Saul to say it, and he just, like,
It's Obama.
I'm not saying it.
That's great.
It's so funny.
Joe has, I think, out of the whole cast, Joe has the most like iconic, like.
Yeah.
He is they always stand out.
Yeah.
Like, they really.
He was the man,
He's
dude. He's
hilarious.
mad chill.
The one where they have to like go to a buffet and like take all the food off other people's
Yeah,
plates.
yeah.
Just like scoop ski potato.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Oh my
He
god.
just does not give a fuck.
I love it.
They go to, like, the child, and he just gets, like, a fake actress for his daughter, and just, like, says a bunch of fucked up shit.
I
And
do
they're
see
like,
that one.
they're like, all the other parents looking at each other, and, like, the lady hosting the things, like, they're just like, "Is this real?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I just, like, give her snacks when she, like, does what I say." He's like, "Sit down."
Dude, something about kids in public, like, if I was there and some kid just started saying some crazy nonsense about their dad or the adult they're with,
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'd jump into action, but I'm sure some people just freeze up and like, what is going on?
Yeah, what do you even do?
What did this kid just tell me? Like,
That's wild.
her dad makes her sit like a fucking dog.
I just
Like-
saw a video not that long ago, too, and they were like, someone, like, recognized them, and they were, Joe's, like, being crazy towards them, and they're like, "Joe, he's just staring at you taking pictures," and he's like, "He's right behind me." He's like, "Yeah." And he just grabs something off the shelf in the supermarket, turns around, just hums it at him. It's like, if you want to know what happens when you, like, recognize us and we're trying to film, this is what happens.
We throw shit at
I
you.
know, like, they actually are, like, so genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Good
like a
show.
prank show, yeah.
Some of like the punishments got like super meta and like
Yeah.
it's, like a double cross punishment and like
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
God, they, like I mean, dude, they got like 40 seasons of that shit, so they had to get creative.
Gotta keep
It's
it
a good
fresh.
one.
It's so good.
See, we always just be like,
We get
we
on.
went from a Jets game to Murr to like Impractical Jokers.
Well, you saying you met that like Murr.
Oh yeah, I didn't really meet him. I just was like, I seen him at his
booth.
booth and I went, Murr! And he just was like,
That's me.
That's so funny.
Same thing happened to me with, I was so starstruck when I saw Bam Margera. I was like, Bam, you're the man! And he just was like,
Fucking Don Vito's pissed, dude. Gotta fucking wake up ape, dude.
oh my god.
That was a bad band. That was probably the worst band ever. Sometimes I can hit it.
It wasn't bad.
That was bad.
It had a little extra like
I'm gonna get
Australian twang. There.
Yes.
I don't know.
Fucking Don Vito.
Anything else we've been watching this week? Like keeping up with?
We all kind of like ended up watching Long Legs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do want to talk
Shout
about
out
it.
Nicolas
did I jump the
Cage.
gun on
No,
that?
I don't really have
we
much
can-
else.
I stumbled
right in.
on it. Like I was just like going through Hulu, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I wanted to see this." I remember critics were like super like hard on it. Though.
Yeah.
I remember you, Sean, kept saying you wanted to see it.
It was one I wanted to see for
It
a
was
while.
very good.
I'm only disappointed. The two biggest disappointments with me is that like, it wasn't so much a horror,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was mislabeled. Mystery thriller, definitely.
Right.
And I just like, I liked the movie. I just feel like it dropped the ball on a few key components that could have made it like a really great movie. But that's my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
get
to take
that.
away from anyone else.
Yeah,
I still
don't think
liked
it was-
the movie.
yeah,
I need to
exactly.
rewatch it.
You wanted a little more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I just need a little touch, a little bit more on that.
And obviously
Unless they
spoilers.
have a bigger plan into
Mhm.
rolling into something else with it.
I think they'd be better if they left it as it is. Like
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
Why? What about a prequel about him, selling his soul or something?
That'd be cool. Because
Right?
you were telling us
Well,
about
so
Some
more.
of that
Did-
lore is out there from like the writer or the director was
Mhm.
saying like this guy was like a glam rocker
Mhm.
and like he was like obsessed with like T-Rex and like that's like their songs are like all over that movie and he has like the poster of T-Rex like
Right.
in his room and it's right the beginning of it like you can presume is like the 90s.
Mhm.
So you're seeing like that's when grunge or like grunge came in and like hair metal like died out. So like this guy like maybe like was a rock star
Mhm.
and got like all the plastic surgery. It's why he looked like androgynous and fucked up. And then like he sold his soul to the devil to get that fame. And
Yeah.
then this is him like repaying it. That's
Right.
kind of like once I heard some of the interviews. I mean, you wouldn't really pick that up like from just the clues in the movie. So
Right.
like, if they wanted that out there, they probably should have like explained it better. But I still find that lore interesting. I think it's a cool way to go with it.
If you want to be like absolutely confused, beginning, middle, and end, Long Legs is a great movie to watch.
It does.
Not that you don't get answers, but it just like, even the answer confuses you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember kind of echoing what you said. Like there were things that I wanted to be explained just a little bit, or like shown a little more.
Yeah.
Which is tough because it didn't feel. I guess it was kind of long. How long was that movie?
It had a quick pace, I felt like. I
Yeah.
don't feel like it got stuck on like anything.
Shit just kept happening.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
That intro, though.
The intro is so
That's a
creepy.
crazy
It's
ass
so
scene.
creepy.
Yeah, and I love the way
But
they.
then, like, yeah, he's just gone now, so.
Anytime Longlegs is interacting with someone or like going to be on screen, they change the way they film. It almost looks like it's from a camcorder
Yep.
point of view, and
Mm.
it's
Like
a little more.
analog.
Yeah, a little more
Yeah.
analog, a little more cuts like back and forth between characters. So I like that. I love the artistic choice.
There's a
in
lot
that.
of really cool cinematography
Mhm.
in it. Like the scene where like she's like walking. Are we doing spoilers?
Oh yeah, I meant to say
spoilers ahead.
It's if you're watching our podcast, you know we're just spoiling shit.
You know we don't
yeah.
give a fuck what
We're
you
talking
think.
But
about
not
it.
to be dicks. Like
Yeah.
this has been out for like a year. Figure
Right.
it out.
Figure it out.
Fuck
It's
it.
fine on Hulu. Like, do
Yeah.
yourself a favor.
We're not like edgelord spoilers.
Pause right here, go watch it, then come back.
Yeah.
Bam.
Or just leave us running in the background.
For the algae.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. So I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was saying like the pace of it was good.
Yeah.
And the scene when like it's revealed that he's just been living in her mom's basement is fucking crazy.
Mhm.
I
Because
know.
the common like repeated thing is like he's right under your feet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to bring up to you guys because like every like review I've seen like nobody's really talking about how the first house she goes in, like you understand that it's the doll that is the voice that tells her to do things and
Right.
like tells her where to work, like that's all explained. So like that's what got her into the house, but there's really no explanation for why that guy killed her partner and
Yeah.
then just surrendered. the only thing that like I thought was like somewhat of like a thing that ties it all together is the way his hands are pointed up. He has them in a triangle, and that like triangle imagery is like a big part of like.
What's up with all the plastic, dude?
What do you mean?
In his house, yeah, like everything all plasticed up.
Oh, the guy who shot the partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder if
they were like, just here's this crazy scene that you definitely want some explanation on. Then it's like,
yeah.
I did feel like when that happened, I was like, oh, there's gonna be something to this, and like face value, I'm like, okay, adds trauma to the character and where her mindset going into the story.
Does it tie into the case though? Right. And you know, with the
I was waiting for more of a loop back to something like that, and it did seem like it was just kind of like.
I got a lot of questions from that too.
Yeah,
because I was like, is Longlegs so powerful that he's making this guy do this and surrender? Because it's all part of the storyline. He's clearly pulling the strings.
What if Longlegs could summon Terrifier?
That'd be sick.
That'd be a crossover at half, dude.
But
right.
That'd be wild.
That would be literally like when like all it goes into like public domain and like, like the shit they did with like Mickey Mouse and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, can fucking Longlegs like control other people, or is there somebody else that's like a bigger player?
That's what I mean. Is like their actual demonic entity and power behind some of this, or is it just like madness and craziness? Like,
yeah.
Like where does the effect start and end with Longlegs to these characters that we see were affected? Because it just literally, like, again, that was one of the key things where I felt like they dropped the ball, where it was like, no, you don't need to fucking write it down and explain it to me word for word, but like let me know like a little bit behind it for it to make a little bit of sense, even if it like I have to put 2 and 2 together. Again, maybe I need to rewatch it, but I felt like a few things in that movie that like I couldn't even make 2 and 2 plus 4. I mean, equal 4 makes sense.
You really don't have any idea what's going on until like the reveal.
Yeah. And even then, you're like, look back, you're like, well, they didn't explain this or that.
Yeah, like the metal ball. Like we just know he puts. They say that he puts part of himself into those metal balls.
Yeah,
but what does that mean?
Longlegs self, or is it the like Longleg talks about his friend of a friend being the devil?
His legs weren't even long.
Yeah, so there's a ton of like people linking that part, like where he says like, "Oh, I'm wearing my long legs today." He's supposed to represent the snake from the Garden of Eden.
So
and he's like offering Lee's mom like something that goes against her moral code as like right and wrong, like eating the apple as like a way to like preserve herself and save her daughter. So she's like, it's like the same story playing out, and then like it just like causes like a never-ending loop of like suffering for them.
I can see
like,
that. That makes a lot of sense.
She like took the offer from Longlegs. Like she knew it was wrong. She probably should have just like not agreed to work for him, basically.
Right.
So it's kind of like eating the forbidden fruit in a way. I like picked that up a little bit. Like I definitely could tell that they were going for that like religious like overtone, but yeah, it was like it's rewatchable. Would you agree it's rewatchable?
Yeah, if you're into like thriller, I don't know why they labeled it horror. Like, I don't think you're gonna be scared. I think you're gonna be weirded out, creeped out, and confused. Which I mean, those can be aspects of horror genre, but like I went into it the mindset like this is gonna be a scary movie,
right?
And it was just terrifyingly confusing.
More creepy. It's a bit of a slow burn. There's no like jump scares.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There were some parts though that like I think packed enough of a punch. Like, dude, like when they show the doll when it still has the veil on it, just those eyes. Like, oh my god, it's so
creepy. But
it's very eerie. It just.
I'd definitely say it's rewatchable.
Oh yeah.
Definitely for somebody who like maybe like especially like me who went through it the first time and was like, what the fuck did I just watch? But knowing a little bit more of the lore and already seeing it once, like maybe there's things I'm gonna pick up on like with character behaviors, background things, camera angles. Who knows?
The one thing that
when he fucking goes into the hardware
store. This weird guy's here again.
Yeah, you're like, why is he going here so much? Is this where he's buying his doll supplies? It's not really, it seems to be like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, was there a connection with that by the end, or was that just kind of a scene they threw in there?
They just dropped it again.
Yeah, I definitely get the temptation or like the desire for more.
I need like the director's cut with like everything in it.
I started listening to an interview with him, and it was super long, so I didn't get through the whole thing. But I feel like you might. I like doing that. I like seeing a movie and then like trying to hear some of the like behind the scenes shit. So hopefully they do put out a director's cut.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite shot or like scene from the film? Because I know I do.
I think I really like when she comes upstairs.
At the barn, like when they discover the doll in the floor.
No, when she's like she's going through her mom's house,
Oh, okay.
and then also like the mom being a hoarder was definitely like the mom either couldn't or wasn't allowed to tell her, so she's like, I saved everything for you.
Right.
That just popped into my head.
Yeah.
Like she wanted the daughter to find out to end. Like she knew that she had to die basically.
Yeah, like almost wanted to set up her daughter to put an end to her.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta pause because Ray is about to like pounce on Martin.
I think my favorite scene is the end. When
Damn.
it was over. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The freaking the shotgun scene's crazy though at the end.
Oh
dude.
my god.
Like
dude.
nuts.
Oh yeah.
Katie like faded at that point because we were watching together and she was sleeping, and at that point I was at the edge of the couch like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, Long Legs was good. We should
I love
definitely
it.
watch it.
It's not a perfect movie. It's so rewatchable.
Is anything
it's
perfect?
fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. I think. Do you think it's a fun watch?
Mm.
It's creepy.
It will definitely keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot
for
of
sure.
twists. A lot of.
Might even
turns.
cut it toe off and throw it away and you'll never find it again. But
Some of the things that you pick up that aren't like specifically explained to you is like when you do make the connection, you're like, oh, okay.
There's a lot of satisfaction in like that reveal. Of,
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's connected to the mom. That's why of course, like they didn't interview her yet. Like they fucked up. Like there's some fun in that.
how would you know though?
And you get like a crazy metaphor for like free will and stuff
Yeah.
because like the characters are all making like what they think are their own choices, but every single thing they do plays into either Longlegs' hand or if there's a grander figure than Longlegs, like to the point where when he's recording or like doing the video, he's like, you were there and you were there and you were there, and then like looks right at her, like he knows where she's gonna be.
Right.
So it's just like really cool.
Longlegs is creepy as fuck.
Oh
yeah, it's more creepy than scary. I definitely agree with you on that.
And Nicolas Cage did a good job. Fucking.
He did. So weird.
Yeah, like
the scene where he's just
I didn't even know
screaming
he
in the
had that in him.
Yeah.
To be honest, like that's his true persona now.
Honestly, he kind of like has that vibe.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love you, Nicolas Cage.
It was probably so fun for him just to be like the weirdest character.
Yeah, right.
Just like this androgynous, like
Yeah.
fucking demon doll maker, like so weird.
That scene where he's screaming in the car, and like they just have that side view of him. Like I feel like he had a lot of fun with that
Yeah.
scene. Like just getting to be
There's
weird.
20 minutes of him being interviewed. He
Okay.
ad-libbed, and they like were like, we don't need all this, but no one wanted to stop him.
Hilarious.
He was just in character, just like going off.
I gotta.
would love
I'd
to
watch
see
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Everybody that was like working on it was like, it was so fucking creepy. Like we knew we were filming, and it was still like insane.
You know what I just remembered is I had some notes on this. There was one thing that bothered me super specifically. They go to the scene with like the big barnyard, like they go there and they find up on the top floor there's a very obvious cross that's upside down on the floor, and like underneath that is the doll. How did a whole fucking unit of cops not find that shit? It is the most obvious thing in the world. Like where the barn the murder happened,
Maybe
above
he
on the
went
floor.
back and did it or something.
Maybe.
after.
Maybe it was something that was put there that only like the viewers could see.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense in
I
the
know,
movie.
but
You know,
the
That's-
movie didn't make sense to me.
I guess, yeah, that's
But
fair.
maybe that was part of the lore. Is that like
I would see it more that like it was put in after the fact by either him or because they always thought he has a partner. Like maybe the mom did it. Yeah, it was just I remember
Yeah,
writing
he
a
really
note. Like,
didn't need to label it
Mm.
anything.
Yeah.
like, it's because he was just if he wanted her to go somewhere, he can just make her do it through
Yeah.
like the little intuition she has that she thinks is like her ability. It's really somebody just leading her down a fucking path.
Right.
And so like,
This is just part of the
And
game.
what was up with the
maybe
birthday
find it
things?
anyways.
Oh, how it's always on their birthday.
yeah, but it was like wasn't it specific birthdays?
Yeah, because
The
I think it was
13th?
her birthday.
It was their 14th,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
which is interesting. It's like
It was always like the 2 days before, 2 days after
Yeah.
January. I knew that it was going to be their daughter's birthday.
Right.
Like, it was so...
It
as
matched
soon
up
as they
almost.
brought it up and then, like, stopped talking about it, I'm like, yeah, okay.
she's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did really like that scene. Oh, remember? So this is the scene that I really liked that I was going to talk about 20 minutes ago.
yeah.
It was too fucking read up.
When she gets the case and she's like looking at all the blood and everything and like just encapsulated by these gruesome scenes, and then it cuts to her like almost like the blood kind of covers the screen, and then she's comes back to her in a fetal position on a red rug, surrounded by all these photos, and then right after that, she meets her sergeant's family or whatever, and you see her being like, really awkward with the family, and I think it just really highlights that she is so comfortable with this sort of stuff, with the case, with long legs, like with that sense of like disaster that like normalcy is almost impossible for her.
I think that might be because of like the like haze that's over her from like the ball, like the doll ball,
kind of affecting her and like
Yeah.
not letting her adjust to being outside of that.
She's very like autistically like coded, like very just like
can't look people in the face.
Yeah, she's like avoidant, just has like a lot of the classic characteristics of like somebody on the spectrum, which like it's kind of like a trope. Like, oh, it's like the wacky weird cop that like figures out the case right away. But they did it in like a cooler way that like she was basically meant to.
Right. It was all by design.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought, definitely rewatch it.
One of the other things too, like every single review talks about this, but like it's just I had to bring it up. Did you guys see like all the times where like the devil was hidden in the movie?
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know if I saw all of them, but I saw
all of them. But yeah,
so I
caught
think
a few.
11 confirmed, or there's 10 confirmed, and then like somebody thinks that they have another one, which I thought was too much of a reach. But yeah, they're like some of the scenes, it's like a split second, but like when her mom is like telling her the bedtime story as a kid, there's like one there. Like it's like
when she first gets the letter, he's in the doorway behind her.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
There's a few window frames, I think, like with shots from looking outside the window.
He's like a horned beast or something.
Yeah.
And then when like she goes to like her boss's house, it's like in the doorway.
I feel like I may have picked that one up. I'd want to go find like an article that shows all the stills of like him there or it there.
There's also a subliminal message too that like if you play a certain sound backwards, it says like give this a good score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I want to find
super
that.
meta and weird. Like, and there was also like actual like demonic chants that they put in it, which I don't like when they do that shit. Oh, it scares me.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I be watching this?
And I wonder like, does anyone ever pick up on the
reflection
backwards?
in the window?
Yeah, right. Does anyone ever pick up on those backward messages? Like, does
I
that
feel like that
actually
was like a
do it?
marketing stunt.
What was that like classic one that like showed everyone as a kid? They're like, oh yeah, look at this rock and roll song, play it backwards. Like smoking weed is fun.
Yeah.
What was
I
that?
don't remember.
I think
it
an
was the
AC/DC song.
I
or
can't
something.
remember like the actual one because it's been like ripped off like so many times in like, movies and shit.
Yeah.
Like in Little Nicky when they play fucking Chicago backwards.
Yeah.
It's like worship the devil.
Yeah.
That's
like,
a
oh
great thing.
yeah, I love Chicago.
Oh, dude, Little Nicky's so underrated.
Dude, I loved Little Nicky, dude. I could watch that movie anytime, any day.
Due for the rewatch.
From
for
the
sure.
south, the deep south.
Funny enough, I didn't realize it. I went to go see The Monkey today.
Oh yeah,
Directed by the same guy who did Long Legs,
That's
apparently.
sick.
No shit.
And yeah, I mean, it was very good. I don't want to get too into it, but very campy and goofy.
Comedy horror, you
Like,
said?
yeah, comedy horror. It's like it had some horror aspects, but it took itself so unseriously, but then also had some good undertones and messages there that were like something for you to chew on. But God, it's a fucking fever trip, dude. Like it's a fever dream. Like weird, just like dialogue scenes and like there's like a scene where like these two brothers, it just cuts back and forth like an awkward amount of times as they're like having this really weird conversation and
Damn, I gotta keep.
but then they're like violent, grotesque, like Final Destination sort of deaths.
I do appreciate those.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It was a fun movie, but the
You
entire
gotta top what the internet shows me on Instagram on a daily basis,
yeah,
you know?
I was just saying what the fuck the entire time.
No shit.
Like,
huh?
That's
very
sick.
yeah.
I want to check it out.
Definitely
I'm
do.
kind of picturing like a cabin in the woods type vibe, where it's like self-aware and like campy.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it definitely has the self-awareness and the campiness.
Like, we're
That's sick.
basically in a horror movie.
Yeah, it's got that vibe to
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
it really does. But I enjoyed it. It was very good.
Hey, are you enjoying this pod? Are you watched this far? Have you not fucking liked or commented or done shit? Well, maybe you should, because we're giving you more where it came from. If you've enjoyed it and made it this far, hit that subscribe button or forever be a little bitch.
Do we want to get into the album for the week?
Sure.
A little bit of who is your choice? So you want to give us a little intro on it?
Yeah, I picked the album "You'll Be Fine" by the band Hot Mulligan. It's a little bit of an It was like 2022, I think. It's been
Oh,
out for a
2020.
little bit. Oh, 2020.
That's
That
older?
album came out in 2020.
That's barely 5 years ago.
Well, I just mean it's like not like super current, so it was just
Right.
like a little bit of like a deep cut.
Are you the same man you were now 5 years ago?
I'm not the same person I was this morning.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
I had a fat shit.
Poop can change you completely. You're like, I'm not doing anything.
You've had one of those ones where you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm sorry for everything I did. Yeah,
I'll
that's one of
never
those.
eat unhealthy again.
Yeah.
Just let me not rip my asshole.
It's like,
All
something-
those beers last
something
night.
burning?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
beer shit's the worst.
So yeah, it's a Midwest emo album.
Very Midwesty.
Oh,
Yeah, and like the biggest like thing that like stands out throughout the whole album, like track by track, it's really good. I think like there's definitely like the front half I think is like starts off really strong.
Yeah.
It kind of stalls out a little bit, but it doesn't get bad. It's just like the momentum seems to just chill, and then like with SPS and like oh dude, it just goes through the roof.
See, funny, like, my favorite song is Equip Sunglasses. I think Ryan would agree with me on that.
Yeah,
which isn't the
it's good.
beginning half of the album. But for me, that second half, it just fucking goes so hard.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
Like, for me, it's like chills, and then it just goes
Yeah,
up
it
from
like
there.
skyrockets. Yeah, it's so dude. It's
But their
so
ability to just like talk about things that we've all like experienced in like our youth and growing up, like it's almost like a coming of age album. That's
Yeah,
like
totally.
what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once it got to Backyard and I was just like listening to the lyrics, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude. Like, you know, a backyard can be like such a like just it's a yard, but like I don't know, you can do so much in a backyard growing up. And then once you get to those like just punk teen years where you're like partying in backyards and the way he
Yeah.
just talks about how, like where the spiders are and shit. I don't know, like it just hit me. I was like, this is a good ass album. It was a fire suggestion.
Because if you look at, like, a...
I've never even heard of Hot Milligan, honestly,
Oh, really?
before this. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, Ryan, they're, like, very you-coded. Or, like, you're
Oh,
very
yeah,
them-coded. I don't know how...
100%.
Yeah.
As soon as you
My
chose
vibe.
them, I was like, oh, makes
I think
sense.
right when I got here, I was like, this album just screams Ryan.
Yeah.
And I
My
love it.
vibe is like Memphis gangster rap and like emo music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Very
don't
much
really
so.
know why, but that's just me, man.
I got gauges, but I also got a 9 on me.
Say strap.
Listen, it's like the Memphis sigils. You guys heard of that shit?
Nah.
We should talk about that. I gotta do some research about it. but
Okay.
Look it up a little bit. Maybe
Alright.
we'll bring it up.
Okay, hell yeah.
But that's been the vibe lately. So it's like it was either gonna be an album like that or some emo shit.
No, I
Okay.
loved it. I loved it. It fucking and it's such a quick listen too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a really nice pace.
Mhm.
The contrast is just so cool. So like,
You
I
talk
mean,
about this.
you got the cleans and the super distortion.
Yeah.
Like so, just like in like you also have like the really cool like choppy guitar riffs and then like some synthesizer shit
Mhm.
going on and then like there's like the hey ho's like
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
happy
yeah.
sounding with
Yeah.
like chimes in the background, but it's like
The
they're either-
vocalist is insane.
It's so
though.
good.
I love it.
There's so much
Yeah.
range
No,
and
it's
like
great.
just contrast.
I love a good like just scream, you know,
Yeah.
but like it's musically inclined. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
right.
He's not just yelling at me.
It adds to like the whole thing. Like sometimes it's like you don't need to be screaming this. You can just
Mm.
like, but it's so impactful that he's just like telling you these stories and like talking about all these situations and then just like emphasizing certain things with that. It really makes sense.
They do a good job of, like, giving us emotions that we all recognize through, like, the way they produce the music.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, whether they decide to scream a lyric and, like, maybe I gotta listen to that song 2 or 3 times before I really pick up on the message there.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
I felt it from the start.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
I
like,
feel
you
you.
just, it lets you build on your understanding of the album the more you listen to it,
Fuck
which I
yeah.
really liked. And also, like you were saying about the backyard stuff, it gave me this sense of, like, if you look at a plain backyard or the idea of a backyard, it's limitless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the imagination as a child, the stuff that you could do, like, the way someone sets it up, and like there's that familiarity, but also independence in like the idea of like what a backyard
But
is for you.
even just like their scene, like dude, you appreciate backyards
Mm.
like a fuck ton of like those early coming of age,
Oh, yeah.
like just backyard fucking bands and shit,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just even fucking like
Yeah.
fire pits, pool parties, whatever. Dude,
Mhm.
backyard's endless. But
Right.
like as a kid, yeah, it's like limitless fucking imagination.
Mm.
But like they never left us as we got older. We're like, dude, we're just chill in the backyard.
Right.
I'm the gazebo, bro. Like,
And
we get a couple fucking pallets, dude. We'll make a stage.
dude, pallets, get fucking just stack those shits up. You're good
Yeah.
to go. You have a stage. You have fire all night.
Right?
We used to fucking steal pallets from anywhere we could
Oh, yeah,
back in the
dude,
day.
Just
dude.
the fucking bonfires, man. That was like
Good times.
We always like, oh my god, you're stealing a pallet, and now like we're adults, like, dude, they like gladly want you to take
Yeah.
a pallet. And we're like, oh,
That's a kept
I
secret.
thought that was like good wood nails.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's like what they'd never tell you when you're young. Like,
Right.
you aren't stealing anything. Like, they want you to take that shit.
Oh yeah, we would go behind like grocery stores or like places that we work somewhere. You're like, oh, we have some in the back. Like, just bring the car around. You think you're being so sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, thank God, we don't know what to do with those things. If you're not burning it, where does it go?
Yeah.
It just rots.
For real, just deteriorates.
Are you looking up some lyrics?
Yeah, I'm just going through some lyrics because like the song, I get so confused. Like the one like weird, and it's definitely fine. It's not like a big deal. But I have a hard time remembering like which songs are which because they all have like super like non sequitur names.
Right.
Which is interesting. Like a lot of bands did kind of do that. That was big in like the fucking like Devil Wears Prada like crabcore metalcore era. So like it was like super big back then. So it's funny that they're doing it. I think they're kind of doing it like ironically. But like every album they have is just like the weirdest song names.
Yeah.
They have a song called like Cock Party 2, better than the first one. Who the fuck named that?
Someone who was fucking tripping or something.
Yeah, for real.
I was talking.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I just touched on this earlier, but for me, the album really felt like a representation of like how life changes, and obviously, like nothing stays exactly like it was before, but there are consistencies in what you feel and sort of what you experience. Like maybe we're different as we age, you know, but like the themes stick around.
Yeah, we can like laugh at some like our mindset too. I got that like even with the opening, dude, OG fucking Buell's guy, where he's like the burnt interior of your father's car from the cigarettes we would smoke when we're far enough away from home.
Yeah,
like oh my god,
that's
so
such
good.
a like. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
literally like
we're far enough. We're out of the town now. It's like light them up, boys.
Oh my god! It's so like it brings you back to that rush. You're just doing something like you know when
my parents don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
no way they could find out because I'm out of town.
Yeah,
none of the moms around town are gonna be like, "Oh, I saw your son smoking a cigarette."
Fuck the man, but back then the man was your mom.
Yeah. Fuck you, mom. No, it was a great album. It's super fun to listen to. It's one that like you can just blast anywhere, and it just gives you a good feeling.
Yeah,
great cruise album.
Yeah, great cruise album.
So many life lessons in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, they're impeccable storytelling.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like coming of age and just like it just resonated a lot with me. Like as I got through the album, once it hit Backyard, he just hit every point, dude. I'm giving it a strong 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
honestly.
totally.
I could almost give it a 9.
I know.
So
I didn't
fun.
want to like hit it too high because like everything I'm like everything I like I'm like it's a 9.
I feel
it's
like
a 9 or 10.
I feel like you guys rate more conservative, not conservative, but like more reasonable, and I'm always way higher.
I'll give it an 8.
Give it a 9.
Sometimes I go too low on something because I'm self-conscious about like I give everything fucking 9.
That's
like,
how I feel.
I did that last episode. I gave fucking Balloonerism like a 7.2, which I definitely want to recant.
Yeah,
That's like at least
Ryan,
a
every
8.2.
other episode. We need to go back to that.
Dude, I gotta address that.
I heard
'cause
myself
look
say
like a
something.
Punk.
Mm-hmm.
7.2 for Balloonerism is horrible.
Yeah,
Dude, I was saying
crime.
8.5 or something like that. Like, I loved
probably
it.
an 8.2.
Okay, that's fair.
That was a crime against humanity.
I don't even remember what I slapped on there, dude.
You guys were both lower than me. I remember we made a point of that because you guys were like, "Oh, we're fans of the original," and like I was a newer fan. It's like, "Oh, it's interesting that you guys
I do remember
rated
saying
lower
that,
than I did." But I think I do. I am easy to please, which I don't want to say to like ruin. I don't want to ruin my integrity of like rating things, but I know that I put up with bullshit more than other people.
We
for a
like
lot
need to
of
sit
stuff.
down one day and like say what 1 through 10 is, and then we'll basically bet like whatever over 0.5 or under 0.5 is where the alligator stomach rolls and like.
What a metaphor! I love that.
See, I don't think anything is a 10. That's, I use 10 as like nothing.
Pamela Anderson, 1989. I'm just kidding.
For me, something can be a 10 and not be perfect because there's no such thing as perfect for me. But
Earth's definitely a 10 out of the planet. I'm just kidding. I'm being stupid. Yeah, no, nothing can be a 10. That should be like a math
It
equation.
just depends on like which, you know.
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people
yeah.
use 10s. They're like, yeah, like an A plus. You know, it's like an A plus plus.
Right.
So it's like kind of like a, I don't know.
I feel
guess it
you,
doesn't really
though.
matter.
Yeah, but we should like
Definitely.
actually categorize what our point system is,
Yeah.
and
It'd be fun
you know,
to like.
Give you guys a clearer picture.
yeah, and maybe even have a format up there. Nothing's actually gonna pop up for that noise, but
Okay, thank you. I was like, what was that for? A format. Like,
how about there's the album though,
all right.
and
Wait, since you brought up rating systems, I gotta make myself look stupid here, but what the fuck is S tier? Where did that come from?
S tier.
Why is it S A B C D E? Like,
I don't know what like where it originates, but it is just like it's just a better tier than A. You need something better than A.
You do.
I thought.
I don't know.
Can we
like,
fact check this? I think it's.
Yeah, please.
I don't want to sound stupid because I think I know, but I gotta double
Alright,
check
I'm glad
it.
it's not just me because I never wanted to ask anybody. Like,
No, that's fair. Like, where did
We
that
should have just
start?
bursted out laughing, like, you idiot.
fucking loser.
Dumb it. You don't know
You
that
guys
came.
just shoot me.
Wait,
S tier.
what do you think it's from, Martin?
I thought it meant like Sigma or something, but I'm like, I don't think that makes sense. I'll look it up.
Yeah, if it's like,
Oh wow, I'm way off. S tier may come from the Japanese word shu, which means exemplary. Exemplary. It also refers to special or super. I was gonna say special or super.
like special grade or super
Yeah,
grade.
S tier, S grade.
Yeah.
It's like just fucking. It shines, motherfucker.
It really, it's got it all.
But people,
It's
only
more than
use it
10.
when they like talk about like media. Like it doesn't really like like. No one's like, bro, I just saw a girl. She was a fucking S tier. Like,
Dude, I
it's
just
a-
slammed
you
this
know?
double cheeseburger. It was S tier. Like,
See, I feel like
like
that's
it's-
becoming like a colloquial in society now. Like, I hear S tier as like, it's a joke to
Remember
refer
that-
to random shit as S tier.
that book where like
okay.
that kid just like started calling pen something else. It was like Frindle. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
don't.
And like it wouldn't catch on, and then finally like, he just wouldn't give up on it. Like all the teachers in the school was like, "It's a pen." He's like, "It's a Frindle," and then like made it into the dictionary that like Frindle meant pen. No, no.
No.
Well, maybe you could do some research. Because put the book cover up there. It's a thing.
I'm gonna look into it now.
Yeah,
for sure.
no. But I mean, like that's all it takes. Is someone being ignorant as fuck.
And not giving up. on
Somewhere along the line, they were like, "We need something over A." And they're like, "Why? A is number one." Like, I don't give a fuck.
it. There's something better than alpha.
What
Yeah.
sounds good? And they were like,
Yeah, but then somebody's gonna be like, "There's something better than S."
exactly.
See, I would go like Z, for some reason.
For some of the
Make the last
shit?
one go all the way above A. You know.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought
that's-
Z could also be like the worst thing ever. That
I guess it
Z
should
tier.
be technically,
Yeah.
but if I was to decide on something, like if I had the chance to like set the tone, like A tier, nah, dude, Z tier is where it's at.
I really liked OG Buell
You
Sky.
can do it. You can make your own fucking.
I should.
Z. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm
But
fucking so
we should
all
sit
over
down
the
and
place.
try to come up with like a collective understanding of what art.
The
I mean,
formula.
before we get into like the 100 episodes and be like, yeah, no, we broke this down now. And if
Like-
you ever want to see it, here's the list that we made. Yeah.
What if we all like we came in with whether it was a song or album or show that represents the grading system 1 through 10? So you were like, oh, a 1 for me is fucking AC/DC.
Stepped on dog
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, Highway to Hell.
Wait, what?
Crazy take.
Yeah,
I would
no.
never. But like, if you know what I
It's
mean.
definitely a song I've heard too many times though. I'm on the highway. It's still a jam though.
Yeah, it can't be overused.
No, it really can't.
But yeah, well, that'd be something. That'd be a fun thing to do. Kind of like
We can explain.
give
the
value to our rankings.
Yeah, but I feel like you can't
Provide
like you can't be like one's freaking Highway to Hell and like two's the Blues Brothers. Like that's just different genres then
I
for
mean,
a
I
number.
guess. Yeah, you'd have to.
Three's like Bob Marley,
I
which
like
is
that
definitely
vibe.
criminal. Bob's a 10.
But then it gives you the chance to make a case why something's a 1.
I just went through my wallet recently and realized I don't have Bob anymore.
Dude, what? Hold up. Stop the presses.
Wait,
You lost Bob? No, I don't have Bob. Check your wallet real quick. I don't know if we could get into this whole story on the pod, but there's a reason we have Bob. Dude, crazy.
I just thought of
He's
this.
whipping out.
freaking out looking for something the other
That's
day.
so funny.
We never live without Bob.
There we go.
Bobby!
We got
It's
Bob.
literally just Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing a bit? Or something? Like, I'm so fucking
No.
confused.
Dude, you want to know when this was? 3/17/23.
Damn.
Yeah.
Coming
there's
up
a
on
date
2
on
years
there.
ago.
This guy's significant.
Mm. We'll
Sorry,
we'll
Bob.
talk about that off the
Yeah,
pod.
that's a story for.
Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon content.
Yeah, that's a
for
Patreon session for sure.
Sure. But do we have any
I
other
just got
last?
very nervous. I was like, dude,
I
It
saw
made me nervous, dude.
Dude, the expression on his face, like eyes
You just
bulged.
saw, like,
I'm glad we have Bob still.
you looked down like Ray. I thought Ray like pooped or something. Like, what could have just happened? That
Dude, imagine just halfway through talking about an album, Ray just
the fire
flops the
shit.
shit.
Just a dog shit. They would see it. They would see a different man on
Yeah.
this fucking
Whenever a
box.
dog shits inside, it's always like the fucking extra. It's never like normal.
Yeah.
No, it's a stress shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like a turtle fucking death release, dude. I don't even know what happened to fucking that meme that was going around. I was like, what happened to like, was it green dog shit or like blue dog? What was it like?
I don't know. It was like gray. Like what happened? I don't know.
I'm thinking of Step Brothers when he eats the white dog shit.
White dog shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like whatever happened to white dog shit? It's like
Dogs are healthier these days.
yeah,
That's the issue.
I just saw something that was like millennials are ruining like those dog food companies that just serve bullshit.
Yeah.
People care about the dogs more.
That's true though.
Yeah.
Ray, farts smell artificial.
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking about changing up what I give her, but that's besides the point.
No.
Do we have any other last minute thing for You'll Be Fine?
You should listen to it. It's
Yeah.
super relatable.
You should actually play it alongside Long Legs.
If you put them next to each other, actually, it perfectly matches.
That album also like definitely made me want to go see them live because I feel like that
Oh,
there's
dude.
so much energy just in like their like studio.
I would just gauge my ears just to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You just gotta like crowd surf. And, like,
I
hit
wish I
someone
could
in the
crowd
head.
surf. I never had that
I was
option.
like 16. I would.
I don't think at 16 I would have been
Yeah.
able to be crowd surfed.
I'm so lame if I go to shows now. I just sit there and I'm like, just nodding along. Like I'm like, fuck getting in the pit. Like fuck, hell no. I'm
See,
good.
I want to get back in the pit. I want to go to like Dropkick Murphys and get fucking reckless.
It's insane.
Sean just like reaches in his pocket, just pulls out a bunch of fucking like clovers. He's like,
I like to be on the cusp.
that's
Yeah.
a fire scene actually. Like, dude, it just starts and someone just reaches the pocket. I'm like, someone's like, what? He's like, boom! Punches him right through the clovers, and then it just like drops.
They have to do like a spin kick through the clovers, you know, like something crazy.
I always make an exception too for if there's a fucking circle pit or a wall of death.
Okay,
Like if I'm near a wall of death, it's happening. Like let's fucking.
you're getting in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's totally fair.
That shit was like is gonna be studied by like generations that like 1,000 years in the future they're looking at our media and they're like these guys just all like
The Battle of
smashing
Renegade.
each other, but they're all like friends. Like they're all having a good time. Like what the fuck?
But they have like code of honor, you know, with it. Like,
that's our gladiators.
I love
Just
it.
kids at Warped Tour kicking each other in the head with like
Skinny
checkered
jeans.
bands.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the song of the week. We gotta find a jingle that works.
Maybe we could have our friend Perkins sing one up for us.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
He produces
Sick.
music. Yeah.
Somebody who's not me sound like a fucking turd.
You sound great. I like it. Who wants to start us off?
I guess I'll go. I freaking came across this song and haven't heard it in years, and I fucking just like was like, oh man, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And my song of the week's gonna be "Through Glass" by Stone Sour. Been so long since I've heard this song. Very repetitive, honestly, but like the intro and then the merge into like the second chorus, beautiful.
Mhm.
Could have stopped it there. It kind of keeps going, but it's good. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
just I don't know. It's well lyrically written, and he sings it really well.
It's like millennial dad rock.
Yeah,
Oh, very
hell
much
yeah.
so.
Like, I'm in the garage looking for a
Yeah.
wrench.
For them New England folk, I remember the rainy day on 92.9 that I first heard that song, and it was just like, it hit the vibe, and it's just been with me ever since.
I could
yeah.
do a whole episode on fucking 99. Dude.
I
Dude,
know.
What a great
That
station.
formed so much of my music taste, like that, like just. What was
I remember-
mid 2000s, right?
Probably,
like
yeah.
2010s.
I remember 99 before they played Linkin Park.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay, but once it got into that full like college
Range.
radio stage,
Yeah.
not college radio in the sense that it's ran, but like that young like indie wave, it was like incredible, once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it used to be very classic rocky,
Yeah.
and then, yeah,
Just had to
merge.
point that out.
They, that's what David Truck the
Catch you
Freak
through
took
the
over
glass.
on?
Yeah, now it's like
Yeah.
just a butt rock stage.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
It's basically like Linkin Park, few songs. Linkin
Yeah.
Park,
Yeah.
few
They would
songs.
play like Linkin Park, Gorillaz, fucking Passion Pit, and
Yeah.
MGMT. Like such a great mix of like cutting edge, like
Especially for radio.
Alt
so
rock
good.
and
Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking
No,
derail. us,
I'm
but
sorry,
We could do
92.
a whole episode of 99. It was so good.
But yeah, Through the Glass is a jam.
So fucking good.
Something about like the raspy like
Mm.
looking at you
That's
through
Corey
the glass.
Taylor, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Stone
shit.
Sour's Corey Taylor.
Gives me chills, bro.
Yeah,
His voice is
it
great.
it's chilling.
Yeah.
He's like known as like the singer with like the like Guinness World Record for like most amount of vocal range. I think.
That's
Fun
wild.
fact.
All right. Crazy.
I don't know how they figure that out. I think that's. Is it Stone Sour, dude? I don't know if it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Taylor.
I'm glad I
Yeah,
remember
I know.
that right.
Good memory on this guy.
He rules.
Mm.
He seems like the coolest guy.
You know it's badass, dude. They have over 4 million listeners monthly.
It could have turned out so differently for him. He was like smoking meth at like 12, I think.
No wonder why he was through glass, dude.
I know.
He literally was seeing himself through the glass.
I don't mean that in a slanderous way. I think he was like telling that story on a podcast that I listened to. Like, bro was fucking in that life early.
He made some of it.
And just came out to drop fucking bangers.
Yeah, but I put my Spotify on just like, suggestive random too. Just listen, cruising. That came on. I was like, damn. I remember I literally clicked every star, like cranked it up, and just like, it just, I don't know. There's so much emotion behind it.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's so raw. Like, just as everything you like about that era.
Yeah, it screams to that point in my life for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ryan?
I'm going to go with Bang a Gong by T-Rex, just because, like, I feel like, we were tied back into the Long Legs fucking...
It was like a forgotten song for me, too.
Yeah, it's something that, like, you don't hear a lot, like, kind of niche.
So
like,
good.
It's, like, familiar enough, And then it's kind of, like, the way he's, like, I don't know, it's kind of a creepy song, like, when you look at it that way. But yeah, I just felt like it was really, like, cool to add that component to the movie, and it just made me, like, download the song, and it's been hitting it, like, in my shuffle a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah.
It's a great song.
It
really is.
Super groovy.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it until I got to the chorus. I was like, oh my god, this song.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, great.
That's
I remember hearing it in the movie and being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this song in like 10 years.
If you didn't know, like, what those guys looked like what their, like, image
I
was,
don't.
like, you would never... They're, like, a glam band.
Right.
Like, they kind of have that sound, but I could also just see them, like, looking like normal dudes, too.
Yeah, like it'd be like Oasis looking motherfuckers, and I wouldn't.
Or, like, The Who or something.
Yeah.
Just, like, a classic rock band.
The fucking
They have
Who.
that extra, like, level of, like, weirdness, which I like.
Yeah, that was good. It's a good song.
You, Sean?
Yep, mine this week is Politically Incorrect by SR71.
Great song.
I was actually in search. I think it was a song you guys chose in the last 2 weeks. One of you guys. It was just like a real fun song. Have you seen the guy on TikTok who he does the videos of just like him dancing throughout his house, like lip singing to a song? There's always like some high energy.
Like
kind
the
of
Asian dude and he comes to the doorway?
Yes. Yeah. I was looking for a song that made me feel like that. And Politically Incorrect isn't necessarily that. It's just kind of what came to me for the week. I'm still in search of
That just started
song.
the journey.
Yeah, but that's the mood set I went into trying to find it, and the lyrics are just fun, and it's funky, and like the punk rock aspect of it.
Yeah.
I think the message just stands up so well today too, like where we've gone in society. But that song has such nostalgic ties to me because I remember us being just fucking like baby dick boys and being like, dude, I found this song. That's all I stand we want. And I was just like, well, let's throw it on.
I want to be politically incorrect.
This fucking rocks, dude.
Fuck on.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm staying up past midnight. No, I didn't mean to get so. But yeah, I do remember you finding that song when we were younger. So like, it's definitely got some like memory ties to me. I love that song.
Maybe some nostalgia.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nostalgia, you say.
Oh,
Do
interesting.
you remember? I feel like a little cut of that would be great for the Nostalgia Showcase. That's a good way to pour right into that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it.
I know we kind of talk on with Nostalgia Showcase. I usually never start off.
I know.
So, and now that you said that, because I feel like it was the same night, and maybe I'm wrong. Let me back you up here.
Okay.
It's at least like 2006 or 7.
Okay.
Like,
Good year.
Xbox 360's at peak.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Everyone's already played Halo.
Mm.
Halo 2 is already out.
Oh, I don't think I know where we're going.
But, you could play the Halo 1 storyline with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, me and Sean, as the savage fucking preteens we were like, we're gonna fucking stay up all night and beat this on the hardest difficulty in fucking multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
Are you with me? It was like, say less. Load that shit up.
Yep.
And we literally stayed up like all night.
Get the
and then
snacks, get the drinks.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
was like, take pauses. We weren't smoke breaking back then. We were snack breaking. We were fucking coke having ass breaking.
Fucking Dorito dice. Fucking Mountain Dew.
About like fucking 2 12-packs of sodas deep.
Yep.
Fucking
It was
more
a
Red
very-
40
Oh,
than
yeah.
you would ever even see. And
the
today,
Red 40.
dude, like, just imagine the worst fucking aisle in your supermarket. We went through all that.
Yeah.
Dude, playing it, and we get to the end with the host. Is the host what they called?
The flood.
The flood.
Yeah.
The ending with the flood, dude. That just Halo 1 as my showcase, I
Okay,
guess. But to tie it even more nostalgia, dude, we're fucking in my fucking living room. We're already geeked up on no sleep, mad sugar.
Yeah.
And Sean's just like, what are you really realistically doing if the flood comes in right now? And for no reason at all, there's just like a giant kitchen knife in my living room. And I go, you know what? And I just grab this kitchen knife. I think I'll be good. We just burst laughing. It's just like how random that knife had to be there right when he asked me.
It was so perfect.
Oh, it was good.
And it was a comically big knife for just
Yeah.
the whole night.
It wasn't just like a fucking silverware drawer knife. It was like in your cutlery set.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You
Man.
don't know how it got there?
I forget. I really
Just
don't.
randomly
Yeah.
We had like these squared off like shelf things, and I was just like walking towards like what we used to have like a slider or door kind of thing, and like I'm just like pacing, probably holding a Nerf gun. Like, oh man, what I'd give to just like relive that night.
I just vividly remember being, I was like, what would you even do?
Yeah,
Just turns around perfectly the night. Like, I'd be good.
yeah, like,
Crazy.
Main character.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's so fine.
How I couldn't even imagine, not to like ramble a little bit, but like to relive that day, like where my life has brought me. If I were to just wake up and not like my body and like life as it is, like
You're back to a little dick boy. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm dead. Oh yeah, but just like you coming over and like you were like also from this present time back there with me, we'd be like, dude, we have to be very careful with the butterfly effect. We better beat this game tonight. Like,
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah,
that's
true.
actually hilarious. Like,
So you open the
calm
door, I'm
fucking-
like, Martin?
yeah.
I'm like, how old are you?
Sean's like, I have no beard, but my fucking chest is hairy as fuck. How old are you? Like,
Had to get dropped off
29.
by my mom.
Yeah. God, it'd be weird. It'd be
Yeah,
like
it's a
some Back
scary
to the
though.
Future shit.
Dude, the Halo fucking co-op campaign though was so
It's
iconic.
nasty.
So-
they had it for Halo 3 too, I think.
Yeah. I think they did it for the first three.
Yeah, I was going to say 2, I think. Also.
But one was just something different.
It was
bro.
fucking-
That cut stream, like it was like the original intro, and then you come out of the pod as Master Chief. Then also it's like, and there's just another Master Chief. You're like, all right, we're doing this.
Oh, man.
But we did it on the highest difficulty. We killed it, bro. We did.
And I still do that to this day. I like almost most games I play. When I start, I like to do the highest.
You want the
difficulty.
challenge.
I want the challenge.
I can't do it for Resident Evil. That's like the one. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
that game literally makes me look so fucking dumb. Like,
Well, you're like one shot and you have like almost no bullets the entire time, right?
and
Like,
it's like everything's a puzzle. You're like, god damn it.
you're also scared.
Yeah.
You're also scared.
It's a scary game.
Yeah, so that, Halo 1 co-op.
Fuck yeah.
So fucking sick.
Co-op online
Co-op,
story.
not online.
Yeah.
Co-op story mode.
Couch, baby,
Yeah.
before online.
Yeah. You had to get the
OG
fucking Ethernet cord and fucking LAN cable shit going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
And even still, I'm just like
Crazy.
waiting 30 minutes for a game to load.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the OG lobby in Sean's basement would be like 2 people playing video games and then like 15 like eating chips. Like, sneaking beers.
The big
This
Tostitos.
shit-
That
Yeah,
era was
that-
so much fun,
that-
though.
that was the
Like, we
OG
did give
lobby.
no fucks what we put in our body.
No.
I wish I could live like that till the day I die. Like, I could. I'd be happy. I'd look like
Yeah.
shit. Though.
We'd just be suffering.
I'd be like, yeah. Like, how old are you? I'm like, 30. Like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
like, fucking about to be 50.
That's the butterfly effect. We get too locked into that playing that game again, and then the rest of our lives we just
What if we just had to relive our lives from that moment with everything we knew?
the shit that I.
I would be like, bro, get a fucking camera
Buy a
right now.
Bitcoin.
We are streaming this.
Yeah, Bitcoin would be the big thing. I
Yeah.
know.
We could be the fucking. We could be the founders of video game streaming
Invents
online.
Amazon.
Be like,
Oh, yeah,
dude, there's
true.
no video on YouTube right now of anybody playing video
Yeah.
games.
I could be like, you could be the first streamer for like a big shooter online. You know, you could be Ninja.
But you know how many Lil Wayne songs I could steal before he releases them?
Guys, it doesn't even matter what you say. You just have to flick a lighter and then just bring the beat in.
Yeah.
The rest is irrelevant.
I got 10 bathrooms. I could shit all day.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, what did Little White Boy just say?
I don't know. It was fire.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Halo 1.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
so sick. What
Ryan?
about you?
Oh, me? Okay, let's see. Honestly, I have not done a whole lot of thanking on it. A whole lot of thanking.
I'm thinking just so many memories are flooding in from that era, though. Like,
I
dude,
know.
and not even to sidetrack to another thing because I'm rambling now. Do you remember we were swimming one summer in my backyard? It was like late night, and I had a fucking like creepy woodsy house.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Charlie, like, you hear that? We're like, did you hear that? Like, you saw like something like jumped in the water near us, and we're both just like, shh. dude, giant ass like toad frog.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, ah! And dude swam so fast out of there, dude. And then we were like that was just a frog.
Like, we definitely overreacted.
Yeah, we were like, I think you're just a frog. Like, yeah.
You know,
I've been scared by frogs with Sean a lot. That's like when we were like,
that's like a T-shirt or a band name.
You're scared by frogs with Sean.
A lot.
Fucking when we were doing your ghost hunting senior project
Oh,
in the
yeah.
nip, and like we heard weird noises and it was just like, oh, it's just frogs.
Yeah.
It was scary as fuck though.
Yeah.
Frogs are
I thought it
terrifying
was
in the
like
right
someone
moment.
trying to start like a chainsaw. It's like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh."
Was that the lake with my friend Mike? Were you there in that one?
No, it was me.
I
and
was there
Sean
for that one, I think.
doing the
Okay.
swamp.
We were like behind the
Okay.
highway walking in the woods. The
Yeah.
cop came out. and
That's the
was like,
one.
Oh,
I
that's a
didn't
different
go.
one.
oh, that's a different one?
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to go to the one when you guys got the cops called so bad. Because I know you would just be sitting there making everything fucking.
Dude,
That was so
there was like the
fucking
tallest
around.
Asian kid I ever seen. I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't even know
Oh
you
my
guys got
God.
that tall. And he's like, yeah, I get that all the time.
Yeah. Definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
We actually had mad
I
fun
still
that
can't
night.
actually. I was gonna have you guys say
I can
yours, so
go.
I
I'd
can.
never start
brainstorm.
either, and I'm
I
over here
know.
like, I'm just flooding in
Me and
my
Marty
routine.
always go and then ramble on other shit.
I know.
Guys, I still have my-
I think I
Sean's like, I
Such
finally
an
got it.
asshole.
I'm like, well, hold that note real quick, because I got, like, man.
All right, tell me yours, Ryan. I need to think of something.
Mine is the fucking Spider-Man 3 soda, dude.
You said this,
Yeah.
I
dude.
can't believe you guys never had it.
Never had
No.
Okay, so
You said it's the most, like, chalky picture, too. That's how I knew it was, like,
Yeah.
ancient.
it's OG. It literally, when did Spider-Man 3 come out? Probably like 2008, maybe 2009.
Maybe even 7, dude.
Let's see. The second one was around 2001.
2004.
Oh, you're right. The first one was around 2001
Yeah.
because the whole Twin Towers and the Eye of Spider-Man
Yeah,
thing.
they got- Oh, who said 07?
Me, bing, 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 bing.
Hey.
Tobey Maguire, I'm on your dick.
You don't need to leave Tobey Maguire alone. Dude.
I love Toby.
Tobey
Dude,
Maguire.
they're talking about doing a Spider-Man 4.
With him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's so many different universes of it, but I know it's fine. But whatever. Sorry, it's just. So to celebrate as a promotional fucking tool for the movie coming out, like they came out with like 3 or 4 flavors of these like little sodas, but they were mini cans.
Okay.
They were like a short, fat, like little chode can, and they were like all black with like different like Spider-Man characters. And they had, I'm just looking up the flavors, but the green apple one was the best one.
That's
And
crazy.
There's also a blue one.
She just sound like the frogs. That was terrifying.
There was orange, blue raspberry, and green apple. And I want to say there was a red flavor too. Like
I feel like it
there was
just
some
maybe
Mountain Dew.
block this out. I almost feel like we did have these in my house at one
There's
point.
I don't remember it, but I will say those 3 flavor profiles are like my favorite for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
green apple being the best of those makes no sense to me. Like green apple is always like
Mediocre.
middle of the it's a mediocre flavor.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so good, dude.
I
wish
hate
we
when
could,
it's a
like,
green
find
apple
who
that-
made it.
I wish we could
I
just.
hate when
crack
it's like
it.
a green apple that like tastes like stink bug death.
Yeah, you just it's so artificial and just like
Yeah.
fake soury and yeah.
Like I feel like I just drank crushed up stink bugs.
I think green apple is the best Jolly Rancher, also though. Or
Yeah.
the only thing that
It's-
might
well,
be
blue
it is
raspberries up there.
Whereas watermelon, dude.
Watermelon's alright, but it doesn't taste like watermelon.
No, but
But
that
it's like a
fake
light
watermelon.
watermelon. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's like
I've had a Jolly Rancher and fucking.
Oh, dude.
dude, that's a good
They're
one.
so good.
I look past them.
Ooh,
I'm, like,
now
I'm,
I got-
I'm an adult now.
I got 2 ideas for mine now.
I'm just gonna get really fat. I don't even care.
They have these
Fuck
bottles.
working out. I'm getting.
I'm
fat
so
as fuck.
done.
They got
I had some
bottles?
Utz barbecue
There was
chips,
a
the honey
Dr.
barbecue
Pepper
chips the other day. And I was
last
like, "Fuck me up."
It's barbecue chips. Is that what you said?
It's honey barbecue chips.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's so good.
so good.
I'm out of chips since fucking 2024. Dude. My life sucks, dude. I
That's what I'm saying. Because
Subway
it sucks.
and got a salad today.
What dressing did you get?
Being
for?
conscious is
MVP.
horrible.
What is MVP dressing?
Most valuable Parmesan, dude.
I thought you were gonna make a
Fuck
semen
people
joke
with
there.
great metabolisms. Like that asshole who
know.
just can look cut as fuck. And
How
eat.
shitty it is to get a salad. from
Dude, you know
Subway.
how shitty it is to spend $40 on Wendy's alone?
Did the salad?
To the Spider-Man soda.
Yeah.
Did the salad also smell like all the sandwiches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lettuce was like shitty, like no crunch. Just
Oh,
But I just
Wilted.
needed to get something.
Just
I was so
wet
hungry.
leaves. no crunch.
Why does
that hurt me?
the Subway smell could be like a candle? They just all smell the same to me.
A Subway and a Walmart smells crazy.
I can bring you to one Subway. It does not smell.
You walk in and you smell like the smell of carriages.
Yeah,
like,
the plastic.
mixing with like Subway bread hairs.
Yeah.
It's like fucking the most nauseating thing.
Oh my god.
Walmart carriage lobbies have like a specific smell.
That's a white person smell right there.
Yeah,
the
right.
Walmart with the Subway.
Dude, I just saw a weird like meme video like why do white people smell like pennies when they're white? I was like, is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
It's like our hair.
We smell like blood, bro.
we do have a scent, I guess.
That's
It's
hilarious.
like
We're
copper.
immune to it.
Yeah,
We're
that makes
immune
sense.
to it.
That must be.
That's
Other
like-
races just like pennies. White
I think-
people are nearby.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say what my thought. I don't have to say everything that pops into my
Fair.
head. I'll tell you guys off.
It's like when you smoke weed and like you don't realize you smell like it because you're
Yeah.
high. You know, it's
I
like,
went to
I don't realize I
breakfast
smell
today.
white. I'm so white. I just didn't know.
Oh, dude, I went to breakfast today. This kid just reeked of like a blunt, and I
Crazy.
was like, bro, I don't even think he knew that he was reeking up the whole breakfast
Yeah.
restaurant.
It's so.
I knew right away who it
I hate
was. I was just like, probably the dude with the face tattoo. And then on our way out, I held the door over him. He walked by. I was like, definitely the dude with the face tattoo.
What do you think the blunt was? Was it like backwoods smelly or like Swisher Sweet
More
smelly?
gamey.
Classic. White Owl.
I ain't talking about fish, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, I was bouncing between a few, and what stuck with me was when you would take Smarties and you crush them up a little bit and roll the tip and smoke it like it's a fucking
Yeah.
cigarette. Yeah, that shit was fire.
You're just inhaling Smartie dust.
Yeah,
That's
straight up sugar
definitely-
to the lungs.
Like, fuck the Sean have bronchitis again.
Sean's like, Mom, my ass was acting up.
How come I never
What could
outgrew
it
my
be?
asthma? Stop smoking Smarties. bro.
It's fart and chalk.
I love how everything our nostalgic was like definitely within the same like 2-year span.
Oh yeah.
It was a time period.
Somebody smoked Smarties, played Halo, and crushed one of those
Yeah.
vitamin sodas all within a week.
We were actually listening to Politically Incorrect, drinking those Spider-Man sodas while we were playing Halo 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like
I
that
wish-
was all
And
the
that
same
knife was
time.
used to crush the Smarties.
That was my Roman Empire.
God,
Fast
we
forward
didn't
10
know.
years, we're fucking crushing Adderall.
We didn't fucking know how to fast forward.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm just drinking a lot.
Smarties made by fucking Big Pharma.
Yeah, just to get us snorting
Like-
shit early.
Yeah, popping perks. What the fuck?
They set us up for disaster. We talked about it not that long ago, but the fucking cigarette candy, dude.
Oh,
It just
yeah,
felt
yeah.
so cool. Like pulling one of those out and popping in your mouth. Like, imagine me smoking one day. You're
Yeah.
like, dude, those would kill you.
It's just candy though.
yeah.
It's fine.
Crunch it down. Fast forward, I'm like, I need another cigarette.
I gotta do another cig before the pod starts.
Just some fucking shitty vodka with UV blue in it.
Damn, everything does come full
Yeah,
circle.
it really does.
I
What the
know.
fuck is a blue raspberry? Sorry. Sorry.
I don't know, but it's the best fake flavor. Anything
Yeah,
blue
so
raspberry,
good.
I love it.
Oh man.
I eat that shit up.
Well,
Alright.
I think Ray is trying to tell us something.
Yeah,
and-
she's tired of this shit.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 23. Check out more. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Like. Comment. You're not going to do any of that. But I'm going to keep
Better
telling
do
you
it,
to.
Or else you kiss boys on the mouth.
Yeah, you are more than welcome to kiss boys on the mouth and to like the podcast. But,
Yeah, you want to kiss me on the mouth?
bitch,
You won't.
you're a little bitch doing it. You ain't manhandling that. Wait,
Regardless, we love you. You know,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you
for
watching.
watching.
Yeah. You know that. I didn't mean to make that a thing.
one love. I didn't mean to make it more worse than he meant it for it to be. It just,
It's all good.
we're,
You know what I
you
mean.
know, just smoke a Smartie.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right. Thank you.
bye.
Another fucking episode.
Peace.
You're still here? Fucking subscribe.